Exactly 70 years ago, the United States, under President Harry Truman, became the first nation to recognize the State of Israel. Today, we officially opened the United States Embassy in Jerusalem. Congratulations. It's been a long time coming. Almost immediately after declaring statehood in 1948, Israel designated the city of Jerusalem as its capital. The capital the Jewish people established in ancient times. So important. Today, Jerusalem is the seat of Israel's government. It is the home of the Israeli legislature and the Israeli Supreme Court and Israel's prime minister and president. Israel is a sovereign nation with the right, like every other sovereign nation, to determine its own capital. Yet for many years we failed to acknowledge the obvious, the plain reality that Israel's capital is Jerusalem. On December 6, 2017, at my direction, the United States finally and officially recognized Jerusalem as the true capital of Israel. Today we follow through on this recognition and open our embassy in the historic and sacred land of Jerusalem.
Ho ho!
Ho ho!
Hey you!
Hey!
Pay attention! Wake up! Ho ho! That's what that means. I've got something to tell you.
我要告诉你重要的，赶快醒过来。
An event is about to take place.
这个事情快要发生，赶快醒过来。
It will be the beginning of the sign of the prophecies fulfilled.
你们即将看到从这个圣经里面预言的这一系列的预言要开始，你会看到这个信号，看到兆头的。
In which way back in David's day, and the sons of Korah were crying out.
在那个这里面所这预言的是远到在大卫的时代，在大卫的时代，可拉的后裔在做敬拜赞美诗的时候就已经发出的预言了。
How long till you restore us and bring your glory back?
还要多久啊？一直要到那个时候，你把我们从被掳带回来，然后恢复在我们当中的荣耀呢？
God is using Zechariah to answer this.
神呢就使用撒迦利亚来回应这个。
So that's why he said, pay attention!
所以他才讲说，嘿，赶快！
The first sign of this happening,
第一个记号，第一个兆头。
I want you to get excited about the generation you're living in.
我要你们对于你现在所身处的这个世代感到异常的兴奋。
I'm very commonly asked this question.
我常常被问这个问题。
Henry, if you could choose any generation to live, when would you live? Wouldn't you want to live when Jesus walked the earth?
很厉害！如果你有自由意志可以选择，你要活在哪一个时代？你难道不会想要活在跟耶稣一同共同行走的那个时代吗
Look at the first sign.
好，我们要看第一个兆头。
Remember, May the 14th, 1948.
5月14号，1948年
Israel is granted nationhood
以色列一天而诞生。
by what was then the League of Nations. It was not yet called the United Nations.
那个时候是叫做国联呐。因为那个国联正是联合国的前身所给他们的这个。
It was the baby stage of the UN.
就是那个联合国的前身嘛，他们给他们那个土地，让他们在那里。
Now, when they were granted nationhood,
所以在那个时候呢，他们被允许成立一个国家。
Was the communist world of Russia ready to let go of Jews and send them to Israel?
Was not.
Did they? No.
就是说，牧师就问说，那个时候呢，苏俄那个时代，他们在是共产的时代，他们那时候有说好，那我们这里面苏联境内这犹太人就让他们回去以色列吧，有这样吗？
They were locked in under the government up north.
没有啊，他们就是在这个北国啊，就是在这个苏联里面被锁在铁幕里面啦。
If you take a round globe with its arm, a round globe, a world that you can have for a map,
然后你就拿一个全世界的地球的地图，
and you find Jerusalem down here, down south.
你会发现呢，耶路撒冷是在南。
You go up that arm that holds that globe as straight north as you can go.
好，那现在想象是你手上就这样握住一个地球啦，地球。
Where do you come to?
然后呢，你想想，你按着这个手背垂直的往上走到最北方，那个是哪里？
Gog, Magog, Meshach, Tubal.
就是哥格、马各、米色、吐波。
Ezekiel 38.
以西结38章
Verse 1.
第1节，
Russia,
苏
Moscow.
俄。
When did Russia open her gates and let the Jews go back to Israel?
苏联是什么时候这打开这个铁幕才让他们出来的呢？
The vision I had, December 14th, 1986.
1986年的12月14号，我做了一个异梦，看到一个异象。
I saw Russia opening its doors and letting the masses go.
那个时候呢，我看到呢，那个苏联呢，他们把那个大门打开来呢，让他们自由的离去。
And I began to broadcast that across America.
然后呢，就开始这样子来讲，在美国。
We were at the peak of the Cold War at that time.
那个时候正是那个冷战的最高峰期啊。
People looked at me and said, "What?
所以呢，那个时候人家看着我说：“你怎么会讲？
Communist world will not open the doors and let anybody go."
这个铁幕世界，他们不可能把铁幕打开，让人家自由离去的。
It wasn't but 1 year later.
那是就那么1年以后
The Iron Woman, you know who she was?
那个铁娘子
Prime Minister Thatcher of Great Britain.
柴契尔夫人。
I was in London at that time.
那时候人正好在伦敦。
She goes on BBC.
她到 BBC。
1 year later, after God told me and I broadcasted across America.
就在那么神告诉我1年之前，我就开始在美国开始传讲这个信息。
She says, "I've just come from a meeting with Gorbachev in Russia."
那个时候，铁娘子1年之后就在伦敦说：“我才刚跟戈巴契夫会谈回来。”
We have made an agreement.
我们达成了协议。
Gorbachev stated to me, communism has failed.
戈巴契夫就跟我说，共产主义失败了。
So they are going to declare something.
所以呢，他们现在要来宣布什么事情？
Two things.
2件
Glasnost
，Glasnost
and perestroika.
and Perestroika。
Glasnost means the doors are swinging open. We're going to let them go.
第一句呢，就是表示说门是大大的敞开，我们会让他们离开。
Perestroika means we're going to completely restructure Russia.
第二个那个单字的意思就是我们要重建苏俄。
And you saw history in the making right there.
然后你们都亲眼看见历史就这样被创造出来。
Russia that had conquered Hungary, Czechoslovakia, all these countries.
那个苏联呢，他们征服了捷克还有其他保加利亚其他国家。
Gave them back their own government.
就是居然把这些的自治的主权又重新还给他们了。
We all stood back and said, "Whoa, we never thought this would happen."
我们每一个人在那时候都觉得说，哇，我们从来没有想象过这种事情会发生在我们眼前啊。
So you see, here's the ho ho.
所以呢，这个就是所谓的吼吼，大事要发生了。
And we said they'll never let the Jews go.
然后呢，那个时候我们以为他们永远不会让以色列人离开苏联的。
They're the money makers.
因为这些人是很会赚钱的。
They're the brains of Russia.
而且呢，他们是在苏联呢是精英分子，对他做很多贡献的。
When we conquered Hitler and Germany in World War II.
当第2次世界大战我们打败希特勒的政府的时候
The United States got Albert Einstein.
那个美国政府呢是把爱因斯坦就拿过来了。
Russia got other high-tech scientists and engineers.
那个苏联呢就把其中的一些的高科技的这些科学家呢带到苏联去了。
And that began a whole new war.
然后这新的世界才开始这样
Called the arms race.
叫做武器竞赛。
Only this is nuclear now.
只是这一次呢是用
Because of
核
those
武器。
scientists in Germany that had the math, the chemistry, and the skill to make nuclear weapons and missiles.
就是说呢，这些知识的来源呢，就是在希特勒政府的时代，在德国里面所发展，只有他们有这样的技术，有这样的知识，可以知道怎么制造这些东西啊。
In 1991,
1991年，
I sat over in the area of Siberia,
我就待在我在西伯利亚，
Sakhalin Island.
那个撒哈林这个岛那
It's
里，
on the edge of the Sea of Akatash and Khabarovsk.
在哈拉岛那个地方。
Hard for me to pronounce. I sit across from the governor of Siberia.
我有时候
having lunch with the governor of Siberia.
就是他跟西伯利亚的那个苏联的省长一起吃中饭。
God opens doors like this for me.
神呢常常给我安排这样子的，
I don't know why.
我也不知道为什么。
He just chooses to do that with me.
他就很喜欢这样子对我这么做。
And believe me, I appreciate it.
然后呢，其实呢我也还蛮喜欢的。
So I sit and I ask him a question.
然后我就坐在那，我就问那个省长
Why glasnost perestroika?
为什么 Glasnost and Perestroika？
And I learned the real reason.
我就明白一个真正的原因。
Right out of the man's mouth that became the vice president of Russia under Yeltsin.
从他的嘴巴 his mouth become
He did become. He was under
就
Yeltsin.
是说他就是成为那个后来他就成为副总统。
Right after I talked with him, he was called to Moscow.
那我跟他谈过话以后，他就被召回去莫斯科。
And I read in the paper, Yeltsin appointed him as the right-hand man, the vice president.
耶尔森是叶尔辛嘛？叶尔辛呢，那个时候把他召回去，把他任命从。
So I came home and told my family, hey, I had lunch with the vice president.
所以呢，我就跟我家人说，我跟那个苏联副总统吃了一顿午餐啊。
But today also demonstrates American leadership. By moving our embassy to Jerusalem, we have shown the world once again that the United States can be trusted. We stand with our friends and our allies, and above all else, we've shown that the United States of America will do what's right, and so we have. Israel is a sovereign nation with the right to determine its own capital, the same right that is enjoyed by every other country in the world. In taking this action, the United States has also chosen to strengthen the bond between our two countries. Our special bond is the envy of nations throughout the world. This bond is forged through shared history, sustained through shared interests, and immortalized through shared principles. The United States stands with Israel because we both believe in freedom. We stand together because we both believe in human rights. We stand together because we believe democracy is worth defending. And the United States stands with Israel because we know that it is the right thing to do.